All right, let's get this all the way started here, and I want to talk about the latest news in the gaming world here. So first and foremost, I want to tackle what exactly is in the update for the PlayStation 4, the firmware 6.0, and what is it doing special. The second thing I want to actually tackle is Nintendo's online service. So I definitely want to see what's going on with that, um, and see how that's going to translate into this gaming world and stuff like that. So I definitely want to see what's going on with that. And the last thing I want to talk about is what is it? Crossplay again. Now, the reason why I want to talk about crossplay is I want to give another insight on what people are not looking at and as to why Sony's really not doing it. So let's kick this off. First and foremost, you niggas should have already known that nothing was going to come out of this. Sony didn't give a name to this firmware at all. They just said firmware 6.0. I know they were giving it Japanese names prior to when they were really big. And then, I think everybody got used to, every, full or half number for the firmwares that was going to be something really big. No, I think you guys set yourself up. I mean, it's coming to a close in the internet. I mean, in the what do you call that shit? It's coming to a close with this generation. So you guys really shouldn't be expecting anything after this point. What else could they add? I mean, a lot of people think that they can add, what is it? Name changes, stuff like that. That is a back end server side change. That has nothing to do with the firmware at all. All that stuff they could probably do through the PlayStation Store. So you guys really shouldn't be expecting anything in there. But the changes that I did know, I want to get back on topic here. The changes that I did see is that when you're actually on the XMB, like I forgot what they call it, dynamic crossbar. I forgot what the fuck it was. It was years ago. But when you're at the home screen, and I haven't noticed this shit before, but you can press, and you correct me if I'm wrong if you've been able to do this shit before, you're able to press L1, R1 to skip between, or it jumps first and last with all of your folders or just the bar itself. That was pretty much it. I do think, and I guess your next question is, what the fuck do I need, why did you have a beta for this? Well, the beta was there to see if the firmware is going to fuck up everybody else's PlayStation. You know what I mean? They did drum this up, I'm not going to lie to you, they drummed this up to be like a really hardcore big change, even though they had in the patch notes that it wasn't really, it was all back end. So my suspicions as to what it is exactly would be, honestly, I think that it's probably giving more control and more memory and more processing power to the developers for these up and coming games. To be honest with you, that's what I think is really going on. I mean, the firmware is a little bit quicker, very little. It's very minuscule. I don't know if it's because the system was restarted and that's what it is, but it's pretty fucking minimal. It's minimal as fuck. I don't even want to really call it, an upgrade in that sort. I mean, it's really kind of basic there. Another theory that I have as to what it is exactly that they're planning on doing is, I mean, we don't know what they're going to do. They said it's back end. Who knows? I don't know what they're planning on with it. But to me, I shouldn't say another thing because that's pretty much it. I really do think that that's it. It's back end and it's probably helping the developers do what they're going to do. It's kind of shitty that they did it that way. I'm not going to lie to you. Anyway, next topic is Nintendo and their online service and what that is exactly, which kind of blew me away. I don't give a fuck if the shit was $5 a year. You really, honestly, if it's going to be that bare bones, you shouldn't really be charging online because you don't have that many online games anyway. And the way that your system is set up, you don't allow the users to actually buy their own memory cards and, any kind of save data or anything like that. You don't allow for any of this shit. And to be honest with you, the Wii U had better operating systems, better update. I mean, that shit, they had the Miiverse, where you had like the little, like a PlayStation Home or a little interface where you could see the actual like, I don't know why I want to say demographic. That's not the word I'm looking for. When you can see the, I guess, I mean, other people that own the game, I can't think of the word now, but other people that own the game or own the system, you can see them, you could draw, and you had like a whole decent little interface. I liked it. I really, really liked it a lot. But this one is really bare bones. And when a system like the PlayStation Vita, which came out in like 2012, has a full-fledged, and it was free online, by the way. They had cross-game chat, cross-game music. You were able to watch Netflix and all this other shit in there. You know, come on, man. Like, I understand that that's the new fad and shit like that. I mean, instead of you crying about crossplay and crying about that shit all day and all night, why don't you hit up Nintendo and be like, can I get like at least chat in my fucking system? Can I do that, please? Can you guys give me that? Kind of need that a little bit. But you guys are complaining about this fad game, which is, you know, Fortnite, that's probably going to die out in a year or two. You know what I mean? This doesn't, you know, I think the gamers' priorities are all fucked up. You get so caught into outrage culture that you just complain about every fucking thing except where it matters. And then what I'm hearing too is that not only are they charging you for online play, and it's bare bones, they're giving you like PlayStation Plus and, you know, Xbox games with gold, 30-year-old games. And get this, if you don't log in, which is kind of like DRM, I kind of want to stray from the whole DRM talk, but if you don't log in within a week, you are not eligible to use the games that you actually acquired. Now, I mean, it's a portable system. You know, you may not be able to log in on point like that, you know what I mean? I guess they're thinking like you can find a Wi-Fi or whatever the case is, but that's fucked up. These games are too damn old for you to be that damn stingy. You know what I'm saying? And then cloud storage. You're not even giving people the right to actually get you know, like a memory stick. A memory stick, or like, you know, a flash card or anything like that, or some external memory to even fucking save your backup. I have to pay for backup. You know what I mean? It's just a ridiculous system, and it's a ridiculous setup that they got going on there, and then no one's fucking complaining about it because, hey, it's Nintendo. You know what I mean? And that's why people are irritated about it. But I digress. The last thing I wanted to talk about is the more crying about crossplay. More and more crying about that shit. I'm noticing, I'm like, come on, bro. People really fucking crying about this shit. Get the fuck over it. It's so fucking annoying. Either way, you ever think about the Xbox One X is the most powerful console so far, right? Could you imagine if they allow for crossplay, and then Microsoft now have the ability to say that, hey, this is the best. You might as well pick up an Xbox One X because your games are going to run a little better. You know what I mean? All this shit is going to run so much better than your competition. And now we get to have the 80 million plus, you know, user base. That's going to drag people into that particular pool, because now they have an excuse to say that, hey, I want to play on the most powerful console, and I have the ability to use the 80 million user base. No, I wouldn't do that shit too if I was in a business. I would not do that shit. Fuck out of here with that shit. No, I'm not doing that. And now the generation just starts, you know what I mean, and you want to be a partnership and shit like that, then you can do it. But I mean, that's another take. Think about it. As a business, as a company, I would not want to give, you know, I would not want to give that kind of shared shit. I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't want to do it. I'm not going to give my competition the edge, period, point blank. That's the end of the story. But, you know, if you like the video, definitely subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. These subscriptions really, really help. If you liked it, still like it. But let me know in the comments what you liked about the video, what you disliked about the video. And all of this shit helps. Have a great day.